Welcome back to Fact or Theory. Today we're hopping into the wild world of one seriously loud, slimy, and surprisingly savage amphibian, the American bullfrog. Don't let that blank stare and bouncy hop fool you. This frog is way more than just pond decor. From super-powered legs and booming battle cries to eating literally anything it can fit in its mouth, yes, even birds. The American bullfrog is basically the amphibian version of a tank with a tongue dot, so get comfy. Because here are 15 wild, weird, and totally fascinating facts about the heavyweight champ of the swamp. The American bullfrog is the heavyweight champ, is the largest frog in North America. Adult bullfrogs can grow up to 8 inches long and weigh more than 1.5 pounds. That's heavier than a can of soda and way more jumpy. Their powerful hind legs can launch them over 3 to 6 feet in a single bound, making them excellent ambush predators. Their name comes from their deep, booming croak. Ever heard a frog that sounds like a cow? That low jug-a-rum call belongs to the American bullfrog. Males produce this booming sound during mating season to attract females and ward off rival males. It's loud enough to carry over a quarter mile on a still night. Super jumpers and swimmers to bullfrogs aren't just land athletes. Their long, muscular legs make them incredible swimmers. They can dive deep and hold their breath underwater for up to 5 to 6 hours, depending on the water temperature. If you're a fish or insect, that's a scary predator lurking below the surface. Anything bullfrogs are opportunistic carnivores with a serious appetite. They eat insects, spiders, fish, snakes, mice, bats, baby turtles, and even other frogs, including other bullfrogs. If it moves and fits in their mouth, it's dinner. There have even been reports of bullfrogs snacking on small birds. 5, they're not picky, but they're stealthy. They sit completely still in the water, waiting for prey to wander close. Then, bam! With lightning speed, they lash out their sticky tongue. It's so fast, it looks like magic. They rarely chase prey. Instead, they rely on ambush and surprise. They're invasive and kind of taking over while native to the eastern U.S. Bullfrogs have been introduced around the world to Europe, Asia, South America, and the western U.S., unfortunately, they don't play nice. In many of these areas, bullfrogs are invasive, outcompeting and even eating native frogs and fish, disrupting entire ecosystems. Bullfrog tadpoles are huge and take years to grow up. Bullfrog tadpoles are some of the largest in the world, growing up to 6 inches long. Unlike other frogs that metamorphose in a few months, bullfrog tadpoles can take up to 2 years to fully develop into frogs. That's like living in baby mode for an extended stay at the tadpole daycare. They're cold-blooded but tough in the being cold-blooded means bullfrogs rely on their environment for body heat, but that doesn't mean they're wimps in winter. In cold climates, bullfrogs hibernate underwater, burrowing into mud at the bottom of ponds and lakes. They slow their heart rate and breathe through their skin and mouth lining until spring. 9. Their skin is kind of magical. Bullfrogs have permeable skin, meaning they can absorb oxygen and water directly through it. That's why they need moist environments. But here's the cool part: scientists have studied bullfrog skin for antimicrobial properties, which could be helpful in fighting infections in humans. *10. They're hunted and eaten. Bullfrogs are not just predators, they're also prey to humans. In fact, frog legs are considered a delicacy in many places, especially in the southern US, France, and parts of Asia. The meat is mild and said to taste like chicken. But beware, they're slippery little escape artists. 11. Males are territorial and they fight dirty. During breeding season, male bullfrogs get aggressive. They stake out territory and defend it from other males. Battles can get intense. They grapple, shove, and even bite each other using their strong jaws. It's like WWE, but with slime and CROAKS. 12. Their eyes help them eat. Ever wonder why a bullfrog's eyes seem to sink into its head when it eats? That's no accident. Their eyes actually help push food down their throat. So when you see those eyes blinking after a big gulp, they're literally helping with digestion. Creepy but efficient. They're used in science and for good reason. Bullfrogs have been a staple in biology labs for decades. Their large size and accessible organs make them ideal for studying anatomy, muscle function, and even nerve responses. Fun fact, the first studies on nerve stimulation and reflexes were done using frog legs. 14. They live longer than you thinkin'. The wild bullfrogs live around 7 to 9 years, but in captivity, they can live up to 15 years or more with proper care. That's a long time to be hopping around the pond, eating everything in sight, and calling all night like an amphibious opera singer. 15. Their calls can attract ... trouble. That deep croak may help male bullfrogs find a mate, but it also acts like a dinner bell for predators. Birds like herons and raccoons can track the sound to snag an easy meal. It's a risky love song, but hey, some frogs live for danger. Asterisk, if you found these facts interesting, make sure to like, share, and subscribe for more fact or theory.